But anyway, it's still warm out and we're here having a good time, or we'll have a good time. And we have a guest with us tonight, Melissa Post, who is with Jason Thomas Scholarship Program. Works with Jackson National Life, and we'll do more of an introduction later on. So let's start off with the Pledge of Allegiance up here. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And our Lion's Prayer.
We stand to offer thanks and praise to the giver of all goods, and may he fill our hearts with the spirit of brotherhood. Amen.
Okay, we already did our introduction here, and so now it's dinner time. This table is going to be go first because we have our guest here.
That's why you want to be
That's why you
here.
sat with her, isn't it? That's why you sat with her. Okay.
They talked me into moving over.
I thought it was just the farmer table.
I did.
It is National Farmers Week.
This
Oh,
is
there you
really,
go.
well, there's a reason to celebrate right there. No farmers, no eating. Okay, then this table next, third, fourth, and then we'll go.
No, no pipes this time, no. Well, garbage. But
I see what you're
we got some real nice stuff. Couple of them go, we're pushing 9.
You got anything else you got on chicken?
Are you joining us, Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of coleslaw.
I did make it for the
What'd you
blood.
say?
Yeah, surviving.
Hi. Oh, okay.
We're gonna make you look through the,
Welcome to the Lions Club.
we're gonna make you look through Melissa's welcome packet. How's that?
All right.
Because you can always be a member of more than one service.
Well,
Unless you're.
here's a word of warning. If you buy this ticket, you're gonna have to be a member, because if you win, that means that you get to run
Hey,
this.
you better go the 50-50.
Well, no, become a member. Buy one of these, win, become a member. There you go. What do you think?
Whatever it takes.
Or you go for the 50-50.
You're welcome to it.
You get,
I was coming over here to see if you need me to kick him out.
No? I just said that he has to look at your welcome packet.
Oh, is that why you asked me what time I was coming here? We'll give him all your money.
Who's taking it? Did you buy tickets already?
I have not. Oh, I didn't know what asked me for tickets.
$20.
There you go.
Huh? I'm fine. You got something way smaller than that.
He will in a moment.
They're only 3 for $2.
Well, let's do,
No, we usually buy 2.
well, let's do
$2. So you want
two for two?
$2 for 3 tickets.
Let's do double that. 'Cause I gotta have it.
$4. There you go.
Oh,
They'll go support your calendar.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I said down there.
Someone's
Your brewers. It's been a while. Just, yeah, my mom's name is, I'm Jared. Tony. You met my wife, Melissa.
Yeah, they're using me. They use me.
I heard that better.
I bet you, yeah. Still a pretty good guy.
He'll do.
Was down in Tennessee for 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Those guys. My daughter.
They'll look very much alike. Sometimes
They're in
the.
Florida. They're the same area they are in Tennessee.
Luckily, my grandma was really good about bringing.
Jeanette lives on this lake, it's 27 miles long. It flooded here a few years ago. And, this guy, he's got a pontoon, three pontoons. So your fish come down, we take them out on the lake to the pontoon. So they come pick us up. It's been 190 horsepower.
Ruth's mother's a
Yes,
state.
these one they put on.
Well, actually,
Whereabouts in Tennessee were you?
You're not sure.
Oh, it's
40 miles from there, I don't know.
his brother Jack is the executive,
So
so,
they have communities, they're all named after Indians.
but
And the houses up on the hills started $1 million. The land is 850,000.
Did Terry retire?
house is basically
And the houses.
full,
So did it rain a lot today?
When you see the next
kind of an internal sale.
Oh,
Tell us, we're in
So we'll be
That's
good.
what I've been seeing.
A step great granddaughter, just recently married, she's got a 4 or 5 year old husband, both are working in a rental duplex. The house is a small house,
If she's still in the same department,
it'll be perfect. There's some work that's got to be done to get it up to FHA. And Nat can do some of that. He works maintenance for I, so he's got some access to tools and background. things like.
You got a German kid.
I thought I seen Uncle Terry here. Is Deb a member too? Debbie?
Depends on whether you got a project that needs it or not.
You make all this chicken for you in the store?
There you go.
I might throw one out, but throw out a membership back here. What are you guys working on now? Doesn't work.
Yeah.
You still do MSU football games? I remember doing that as a kid, going into it. My grandpa. How many acres you got left?
Yeah, the drills, so many.
We haven't heard any different. We called our,
If you're still using a drill with the cord,
next door.
now that's very
They
seriously
have a
old.
connection down through the summer. They have somebody come over and wash everything. Other than the fact that our back room flooded out a little bit, which it's a common thing for us.
I'll go back.
That everything stayed up, the big trees down there stayed up. As far as we know, everything's good.
I went a little overboard.
I was like, oh, I can do it later.
One of the previous strong ones that went through
Well,
there,
back to
pulled
my-
it back to the awning that was set to the window, pulled down.
I get
So that-
terrible.
So that had never been replaced.
That's the problem for me, that kind of
Now he
unworkable.
pushes that little button.
So I ended up buying
It freaks me out.
the wall,
We're at
the big fancy battery pack. The wind,
the rain's not a
then I realized that
problem.
they have a chainsaw that runs off that same battery pack.
Nowhere.
Commerce,
Well,
somewhere.
to Leslie for,
I mean, they can't turn themselves around.
his parcel.
And they-
It's a heavy pack, but it's a
Are they getting close to
oh, 60 volt flexible.
Trailers in the park are
It'll
built
run.
up on a slope, it's like this, the front yard is
There's a
like
wall
everything
closer, run
slopes
their
down.
20 volt class.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
And then they can like just keep going and,
some down at the back end,
It's a
I'm
big
not
heavy
sure how they make out.
well, they're.
Most of the other ones are like that.
Let's mention expensive.
When my daughter's at,
Yep, there you go.
450 upward down. Theirs came out of our. We got an old trip. Dad,
Is it gonna be a great year or what?
Got the house discount on some.
it's all on one side. We're in the middle, it's falling on this side and falling on that side. It'll help you out.
I was mad at Ford.
Don't worry about that, so once you
I've
get.
always covered it.
Check out what's on that.
He's kind of 6 years older.
We were buying it, what's your farm?
We didn't this year, we probably went up something.
My dad was gonna be.
Yeah, he did, I mean, he had a nicer house.
My sister's down there too.
All summer, it's great.
I don't know what year it was.
The two decks and everything.
Right now, he has
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of work. Don't you have, like,
Brian Best, who used to work at the bank,
dedication?
she was in,
Yeah, I mean, I think that his, I don't know how big his farm is. I mean, they grow 2 sweet corn, they grow
Yeah.
pumpkins, they grow
Probably south of Denver.
Yeah, well,
hers got flooded, bad. She lost her farm.
Luckily, they had their power back and they were working on things.
Do you have a garden at your house? that you-
Way up there, the wall. All in all, they were pretty
This girl was in France when it happened.
I did not get any growing talent from my
She had
family.
trouble trying to get back home.
I have a brown.
Brown bone. You got some good.
well, we like to make Chrysler.
Yeah, because they don't require water. If I don't water them for like 4 weeks at a time.
But then major people go wrong. Anyone
Close, like just one step up from plastic.
So that's why I'm Ford.
Does your dad hate a girl better than what is it?
No, they do. They, we always have a
Yeah, he
farm
had.
garden. Yeah, she's got weeds and cucumbers.
They said they had
Melon. When you got good.
less than 20% of people in Florida had flood insurance. My God,
I got one of my freelancers.
too bad is a lot of this trailer stuff was done. There's a lot of $100,000 boats that are parked on top of something, and I'm thinking, that's gonna be, how's that come out, you know?
The one that's supposed to be the plant, the hospital, you would come down and look at it, and just come up more facts.
Oh, Braille transcribing.
Even whatever, there's always something, one thing we need more of every year. They go
This
back,
is going on.
they buy more tomato plants, they buy more cucumbers, and then that year, that's all I would hear about was how much cucumbers. How many they had. Part of it was one lunch of cucumbers.
Hang on, sometimes it takes a couple of years.
Twice as many. So every year there was one thing that he thought we needed more.
We're gonna need more tomatoes.
Yeah. And then we just said, just take it with his food bank.
So Stan is a little better, huh?
Maybe that was one of the goal.
Hey, one thing.
Some of them that were on the board when I was there.
That's why when my dad calls me and says, do I want cucumbers? And I say, yes, I'll take 3. And I get there and I have like a giant bag full of
That's, that was,
$3,000.
It's amazing how many little farm stands you see. Everyone's selling something on the front of the houses. Even on non-farms, too.
good.
There's a lady on really is from the bus that sells a couple hours.
It's up to you.
I know, she comes, she shops us. Should be, Joyce, you know, you stuff on Howler up there. Joyce, you gladiolus.
Yeah, Sunday we were going to the house,
So push past.
figuring what to do, clean some stuff up. Short and finish drink out.
Well, you buy flowers from
Yeah.
And you gotta get there. They open their farm stand at 4, and by 4:30, they're slim picking some
They got cars coming in. They're on a good road.
We had so much going on, I don't remember. We got back
Looks like this is the last one's agenda.
Friday afternoon from up north, we got the roof on the cabin, with the metal on, nobody took flight.
So you got football games, crop walk.
We've got brother-in-law and I gone up Tuesday afternoon, we've got a lot done on Wednesday, not much on Thursday because it was cold and rainy.
You done?
Yeah. We finished it up Friday morning.
Bug's always big into that.
You're welcome.
What's the Leo close at the gate?
Mr. Hunt had a prior engagement?
Right?
Oh,
I
that
don't
was
know.
me.
Huh?
That up north.
What year day was he?
Got back today.
At 6:30. Oh.
Oh, middle school Leo close.
Or around 6:30.
You got your boat out wise.
We got
It's over.
Right, I know that, but put away, well, that.
I do remember the
Yeah,
last
you gotta
one.
wonder.
I remember going,
It's not
with my dad, and my grandpa were involved. Used to meet at the,
Yeah.
well,
I was smart enough the other day when I come to the dock down there doing that full gas line, so I can run the gas out of it.
and as a kid, you always, I just always thought that was like.
Yeah.
You know, to go to.
I got a water, I don't need it.
They had a head
Put it back
table.
in if I need
I
it.
remember. Maybe not, maybe I only went to like the awards thing or something, but there would be a head table.
Change the lower unit grease on it, of course.
Wear a suit. I don't remember that, no. When did you guys do that? Would you do that show?
Oh, 7 years ago. That truck was down the line.
Where would you send them?
Every school. I got there and I had to put a coat on it.
Wow, that must have been a big operation.
Wife or kids and everybody else could get in there.
I don't know, I very well could have, I remember all kinds of weird stuff like that.
I remember now Saturday.
My parents said, you gotta come with us, Mr. B, go and walk. You know, they brush somebody, ask them, clean up trash or something.
A
I
little
don't, it's
chilly,
hard,
the
I
temperature wasn't
remember a
that
lot of
cold,
times.
right
when I
about
was
50,
younger,
but the
there
wind
was
was blowing.
The only thing I really
15 to
remember
30.
telling me to do all the time was go crush boxes, because we didn't have a box crusher. So, I'd be running around the store, you know, and
Started going down the block.
okay.
I put up.
So they lift me up,
That was a nice one I got.
put me in the dumpster. And I jump on it, I jump on it for, 10 minutes or whatever. Crush them all down.
For the rest
Yeah, finally, okay, all right, jump out of there. It's, I mean, it's probably.
Dave, did you and Deb get run over by everybody
That's
racing out of the stadium?
really dangerous for a kid.
You know, a lot of people had already left.
So back then you threw
You
away all
know,
your boxes.
we got right on the bus, we didn't have any problem getting out of it.
No. Well, when I left, it was, turned out to be lunchtime for the buses.
Too, I mean, I remember after the fire, we got that.
I looked at what was going on and said, the heck with it, beautiful afternoon, I'll go walk.
You know, and, well, you can't use it, you
And
gotta
I was
use it.
about to the second railroad bridge when the first bus came by me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad
We
getting out
still
of there.
have the same mailer.
Yeah. I just thinking,
I think we left, there was what, maybe 5 minutes left in the game or
But that
something like
thing-
that, 5 or 6.
That was-
I'm just thinking, come about
Bill
early in the third quarter that you might have been run over by all the sports
Oh,
fans.
yeah, there was a mad dash. Kinda came in
and
waves.
now we actually
Yeah.
get paid.
Yeah.
I mean,
It started just about 2 minutes ago and a half when they scored the or their other one made it 35-14 or something. So that was halftime and then,
grocery
A lot of people stayed and watched the band. I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
So,
literally 30
And then they scored right after halftime and
Because they
that
really
was
started-
it. Then it was free for all after that.
and you look at,
Oh, that's.
you just look at the scores, not doing anything else, you think, well, Ohio State must have started the second string for the first quarter, and then put the first string into the second quarter, the third quarter, and then put the third string in to wrap the game up.
They're really very well done.
Come out.
At least they didn't run
Next
it
time
up
I gotta
to
make
50,
Bill in about a day or
60
two.
or 70.
I'll call you.
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
They
I
could,
worked at that really big hotel that I worked at in Indiana.
Well, he,
We had a
no,
Bet you had one
dumpster
there.
down packed.
he, is
Oh, yeah.
in here at 6:30, but since he's not here, he's probably
Yeah,
down.
like, they would come and get that,
Oh,
it was like
So
a
I knew it.
Okay.
entire
Because I don't bring
dumpster
the
truck.
stuff.
compact.
Well, they sure don't defend the pass very good.
Not at
I'd go
all.
by
Not-
the weekend.
And the worst part is, the head coach is also the defensive backfield coach. And I'm
We
thinking,
had like 300 guest rooms, like giant, convention,
Yeah, you
like
see those
convention
behind the
center
hotels,
size.
they compact it all. And it looks like someone can just back up right to it.
Yeah.
Pull
The
it
truck
off.
would come like without a trailer.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to like take the whole thing. Like, get rid of it.
Now we go through and see what does, we get our dumpsters, choices. They can probably get 7 or 8 dumpsters.
Well, we're waiting for a couple more people to finish up eating. I understand we're not gonna have a tail twister event tonight, but we have another person who has showed up as a guest this evening, and Doug Klein is going to introduce him.
I want to take the opportunity to introduce Jared Rowers to everyone. I met Jared a long time ago. He actually took a class of mine at LCC, and that class was memorable not because of Jared. It was because I had 2 Taiwanese students who always sat in the front of the class and never looked up. In other words, in their culture, it was considered to be rude to look at the professor. But Jared never had that problem.
Merchandising management.
That's right. So I'm very glad to have him here today.
Thank you, thank you. This is my lovely wife, by the way.
Did he raise his hand in class, or did he just,
Blurt it out. It was a
Yeah.
small class.
okay.
He could just blurt it out.
It was allowed.
Now the Taiwanese students never raise their hands. I think I got them to talk maybe once or twice. That was about it.
That's a good goal.
Did they pass the class?
Yeah, they did pretty well.
Probably made a better mark than me.
Yeah, I think they did.
Jared, are you from Mason?
Yep, I grew up here. Look at that.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in '01.
Okay.
Born and raised. Did you, were you asking because you had kids there?
Yeah, that's right.
What year did they graduate?
Oh, two.
Who was it, who were they?
Rebecca Mark.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now I recognize it.
Between us, I was with 3.
Oh, you were 3. You played.
How is your daughter?
She's fine.
Good.
Yeah, she's doing well. No grandchildren, but she's good.
Well,
I did not, I stopped playing freshman year. My older cousins played, and then Heather went to Emmett, Michigan, and now she's coach at Central.
Oh, it was your sister that played? Your sister played basketball?
My cousins,
So-
Heather and Jen.
yeah,
Which one
Heather,
went to Michigan?
Heather,
Okay.
yeah, so she's now at Central, she's the head coach for the women's team at Central,
Okay.
and they're doing really well,
Yes, you did coach.
coaching for a lot of years. But I did not, I stopped playing basketball, I played volleyball.
Oh, okay.
She was being good.
Well, you could-
Well, it looks like everybody's pretty much finished eating, so let's go ahead with the program and have our guest speaker, Melissa Osterling. She is board co-chair of the Mason Promise Scholarship, which we've been contributing to for a number of years. I remember way back when Liz came to the club for the first time and introduced the concept of the program, and it sounded like a great program. I'm sure they could still use volunteers if anybody's looking for volunteer opportunities, but we'll let Liz, we'll let Melissa take over the program now. Please give us a warm welcome.
So thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me here tonight, and thank you for your generous donation. I have been part of the scholarship program since 2018. So just about a year and a little more than that before COVID hit, and we had to then really re-evaluate what we were doing and really adjust. I'm sure that you guys had the same opportunities. But I'm really proud to be part of this organization, of this program. We are an organization that is completely, our board is completely volunteer-based. So everyone that serves on the board is a volunteer. We don't have any paid employees. So we have a smaller program than what you may find with some other Promise Scholarship programs within the Michigan area. Programs like Lansing or Kalamazoo have programs that they can support the entire classes that go through those schools, but they also have paid employees that help manage and monitor and facilitate their programs. So the individuals on our board are all volunteers, and so we do have a limitation there where we're only able to support a smaller number of students at Mason. Every year, we induct 25 students from the 5th grade class in Mason. We receive nominations, I guess you would call them, from the 5th grade teachers and the principals of the schools. We ask them to help us identify students who have a great aptitude for learning, have a good support system in their home that will help them kind of progress in their careers through Mason, and then help them get to a higher education through LCC by the time they graduate. We take those students and we have an induction ceremony. So we have a very pompous event where we tell them all the wonderful things that they're getting, and we give them out. They get big goodie prizes. We give them. We have a guest speaker that comes in. We had an MSU player come in the last time and give them a speech on what it means to be a scholar and get a scholarship. So it's kind of a fun program for us to give to those 5th grade students. And then we do support them. We try to support them through their time here at Mason Public Schools. And then by the time they graduate, if they choose to use our scholarship when they go to LCC, we will cover up to 2 years of tuition, books, and fees for them at LCC. So we go a little bit farther than just that tuition. We want to make sure that we're holistically supporting them in their time at LCC. We are a last dollar scholarship, which means that we do require that the students apply and get any other scholarships before they end up applying the Mason Scholarship. So sometimes we'll have scholars that are awarded our scholarship in 5th grade. They graduate, they go to LCC, and they might not end up using any of our dollars because they're eligible for other grants, Pell Grants, or other scholarships that they may earn through sports or whatever. But since we are last dollar, we do make sure to cover the rest of those fees or those tuition costs for those students. So essentially, through us, they should have a free ride for those first 2 years that they are at LCC. We don't restrict for programs at LCC. Anything they'd like to take, we're more than happy to support them. We do, every once in a while, support summer classes as well. And we're seeing a really good usage of our scholarship recently. In the past, we've only had to support or needed to support anywhere from a couple of students up to about 5 or 6 students. And this past semester, we received a bill for 10 students. So it means a lot more of our students are going into LCC or trying that community college before they might move on to something else, and then using our scholarship to help support them through that program. We do have about 50% of our students will then move on to higher education institutions, whether that is at MSU or outside, and then some just like earn a certificate and then complete their courses at LCC and move on and continue working. We don't have any statistics right now of who stays in the community and who leaves the community. I know that's like a common question we get sometimes from people who are trying to or want to support our program. Unfortunately, we don't have that yet. We are trying to see if we can track that down, but we have some limitations as a volunteer board with what we can know about certain students and the data we can get from them. So if we can't get it at that maybe from public schools level or through LCC, we have some limitations there. Does anyone have any questions about what our program is?
How much does it cost to send a student for 2 years at LCC?
I have that
basically?
information on my cheat sheet at home, which I don't have with me.
Ballpark.
It has recently gone up, but I don't want to guess. What I can do is provide now and provide that information. It's a couple $1,000s to complete a class. Each class could be like 4 credit hours. I think they keep them under.
So do you limit them on credit hours?
We
or
don't.
not? Okay.
No.
So they can take as many as they feel that they can handle.
As they can handle for the 2 years, correct. We have had a couple of cases where we had a student that got pregnant and they asked if they could delay their 2nd year. We said absolutely. They had their child, and then when they felt they could go back, we did support them for that 2nd year. So we will cover 2 years, and it doesn't have to be necessarily consecutive. But yeah, as many credits as they can take in those 2 years, we'll try and support them.
Do they have to keep a particular grade point average both in high school and junior college?
No grade point average is required from high school level, but we do, obviously they're working with their counselors at the basic public school level. When they are at LCC, we have a counselor that's specifically there to help with common scholarships. So she works with all of the scholarships in the area that need that support through LCC. And there is no requirement for GPA, but when they get to a certain point, there's a lot of intervention that happens at the LCC level that would help a student stay in their courses versus dropping out. Yeah.
Are the programs like in Mason and others, Lansing, do they coordinate in any way, or are they totally independent of each other?
They are independent of each other. As I mentioned, Lansing does cover scholarships for their whole class that they're graduating. So any student that graduates from Lansing does have eligibility, and I don't know what exactly their eligibility is. Holt is a little bit more like us. They only support so many students. They don't have, we just don't have enough money to be able to expand that. But we do run independently. The only time we actually kind of consolidate is really at that LCC level because we are all using the same support services through that organization. Yeah.
Students can go through the programs at the West Campus, can't they?
Yes. Yep. No restrictions for campus or where
The
they're
trade
taking classes.
programs over there?
Yep. There has been a lot of talk recently. Almost every year, we're trying to figure out ways where we can expand the program. We understand that 25 students is a small portion of the graduating classes each year. We would love to either expand that program. I would love to expand into the trades. I think that it's really important to be able to support all levels of education outside of high school. So that's another thing that's kind of near and dear to my heart that I would like to possibly explore as well. There has been talk, you've probably heard about it, where they're talking about covering community college, if you're at the state level or the federal level. So there has been talk about what happens to the money we raise if that does happen. And the trades is probably where we would be looking to support more with our scholarship money and the stuff that we have in our endowment. if that does ever happen. But right now, there's no limitations.
Do you just use the IndyStock endowment or?
So yes, we have an endowment. It's not the largest, and we are able to draw down a very specific percentage from our endowment every year. So when the stock market's great, like it has been, recently, past years, it's been a really great chunk of money that we can draw down that we can use to pay our bills. Obviously, with the stock market the way it's going right now, it's been a little less. So the donation that you're providing tonight is actually really, really important to help us cover those immediate costs, those immediate tuition bills for our students, because we are anticipating that we're going to have a lower drawdown from our endowment.
Possibly a higher number,
What'd you say?
possibly more students needing.
And possibly more students needing the support as well.
So you choose these students in 5th grade.
Yes.
9th grade, somebody moves away. Do you try to find somebody to fill that spot, or that's just?
We don't currently, but we have had cases where students have moved away and come back. So we do have a set amount that they have to be in Mason Public Schools to earn our scholarship. They obviously have to graduate from Mason Public Schools, but if they're here for 75% of the time, they can also receive our scholarship. So if they do move away in 9th grade but move back in 10th, we'd be able to still support them. Yeah.
I understand you don't know who has moved back to this area, but do you have any idea what's happened to some of the students that have taken the college program?
We have, recently, I think the statistics the stats we're getting from LCC is that quite a few of them are transferring to four-year universities, not necessarily the large ones. We've seen some move to go to Hope. I've seen one to Olivet, a couple more to the other institutions. So they're moving on to other higher education institutions, which is also great. We have had a few students that we're aware of that are living in our community, in the greater Lansing community. One of them, I believe, is a coach. Don't know what sport or what school right now. But again, it's a little hard to track them after they graduate from LCC because a lot of it's personal data. We're not privy to like what's your new address that LCC or Mason might have that information. We do have some individuals on our board that work in the administrative offices at Mason, which does help us with that because, again, as volunteers, external to the Mason Public School system, we're limited on the data we can see. So that their membership on the board has been really helpful to liaise with the Mason Public School District, and they're able to see and utilize the data that we can't necessarily see from an outsider's perspective.
How many years has this been going on?
Started in 2005, but it really didn't, I don't think they awarded the first class until 2006.
Yeah, because we started the endowment, and then it was a while before we were able to award the first class and support the continuity of that.
I was on their first board representing the college, because the college, we always had trouble getting anybody to represent.
Yeah,
Probably still do, huh?
a little bit, yeah. If anyone here would like to volunteer, we meet once a quarter. So we're a low-key board. Our biggest focus is obviously fundraising, making sure we have enough money to pay the tuition bills that are coming in. Seeing that spike in need from our students is scary and also great. But to know that they're using it, they're going to college, they're using the scholarships that we're giving them. But making sure we can cover those bills every semester with the endowment we have is a struggle sometimes. So every little bit helps.
Does, like, LCC give you a better rate, or is that?
Yes.
Can you speak to that?
Not for like just as a promise scholarship program, but LCC has I don't know what they call it, but it's a partnership districts. So it's not only, we're considered like in district. So it's like inside the district that the Tri-County area might be like the larger area, but then we are part of the area that gets the discounted price there.
Do you do other fundraising activities besides coming to speak to various groups?
So I just spoke to the 100 Women event. I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but we gather once a quarter and we have presentations for different nonprofits, and then the women that come to this meeting vote, and it's an all or nothing. So the organization that gets the most votes receives all the money, and every woman writes a $100 check. The idea is that if 100 women come together and donate $100, you're making a very large impact to the community in a small individual So we are receiving the money from that, because I did present to that group in our last meeting in September, and we won that award, so we're getting that. We do a bank fundraiser every fall. It should be starting next week, so any of the local banks in the area will be doing some kind of program, whether just have a donation jar out. I believe Dart Bank always has a book sale, so you can buy a book there, and all the money raised from the proceeds of that will go to the Mason Common Scholarship as well. In the past, we've been the beneficiaries of the steak dinner at Daryl's, and then we do rely a lot on individual donations. I'm putting together a program for holiday, not necessarily donations, but what to get someone who has everything, kind of a gift for the holidays. So trying to make that as easy as possible, and then a lot of it's focused online since 2020. So a lot of Facebook posts, trying to get people to go to our link and understand what we do so that they can help us.
Any other questions? Oh, Terry?
What about, can you speak to any like corporate donors that we do?
We don't currently have any corporate donors. And a lot of the larger endowments that you'll hear about, there's one out in Pittsburgh, the one in Kalamazoo, I think even the Lansing Scholarship Program. When they're able to cover full classes of scholarships, most of them have large individual donors or they have a corporate sponsorship. We don't currently have that. Everything that has been put into our endowment has been individual contributions and a lot of hard work from people on those original boards.
I was gonna ask, do you have any current kids that were in the program on the board?
We don't, no, currently. We reached out to a few to come back and speak at induction ceremonies, but we don't currently have anyone that's working on the board today.
Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much. There's lots of interesting information, gets us all revved up for this organization that we support, and I know it helps a lot of kids get some education that is very useful to them. We have a few things for you here. We'll start with the big thing first.
Big check.
Yeah,
What we
big
call the
check.
drip and
This is
grin.
my favorite part of this job.
Drip and grin.
Things for you here.
I heard they all live down in the Caribbean somewhere. That's what I heard.
And the real check. Oh, thank you guys.
There ain't none
Thank
of
you
them
so much
left in
for your
town.
invitation.
Well, there he is.
Thank you for coming. Oh, look at this. Lynn's here and he has him twister stuff. Yes?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You wanna do this
Well,
one?
I can do that, I can do that.
We thought maybe we were gonna get out of it this
He
week.
said he wants to eat first.
Oh, no way. Hey, the food's already gone.
No, it's not, it's up there.
Oh, is it?
Jamie saved it.
Oh, okay.
She did that herself.
I'll pass this
Moving
out.
on quick.
He does a good job.
You guys figure it out.
You just wait till next week.
Oh, no, it's not red at all. There's just a little thing.
You just gotta swallow your.
Yeah, I know it.
That's my work pen.
This one we were starting to relax.
Yeah.
You got
Makes our mood.
I
Supposed to
gotta
think
say,
everyone
gotta
wants to eat.
exercise that muscle.
All right, well, we'll see what random questions we have this time.
You guys heard it.
All right. Maybe.
You get a lot. Okay.
No, that's.
Like that last one, number 10. Yield.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
It's just a flush.
I don't think so. I couldn't tell you what she does.
Me? Oh, yeah, he doesn't know it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
looks like everybody's
Tony said that he
got
can
it.
see, so.
How about on the first one, any ideas?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yep. On number 2, 35.
Oh, man, you're short sighted.
How about number 3? Chocolate chip. Number 4,
54.
54. Number 5,
Oreos.
Oreos, yep. 6,
275.
200.
Good job, man. You're good at cookie, you're good at cookie trivia.
Cookie trivia.
Number 7,
True.
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 Oh, wow.
Well, number 8,
I
True.
hold balls, too.
True.
it's true.
Oh, thing is always here.
Which, how about number 9?
No.
I say no.
No, it's correct. And number 10,
Seaweed.
negative.
Yeah.
A, crusty oboe.
What's a Michigan trip?
I got 60%. I don't know, what is a Michigan trip?
I think that
All right. I'll just walk on that.
35,000, like this,
Quarter.
based on.
I got 4
Oh, I know.
You're good. And number 2, I would, you go for it.
Figure it out.
That's why you're here.
Thank you. Kim,
Just a minute, we got a
I'm coming over.
viper over here.
Thank you.
You got one left, don't you?
Got one left. One behind your house.
Kate, crash my party.
Let's see, get him twice next time.
Yeah. Even though he maybe tried it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Good job. I'm using that across the
That's why I
street.
bring him around.
Alrighty, let's move along now with the secretary's report. Doug?
First of all, the agenda should say October 12th at the top, not September 28th. But if you flip it over, it does say September 28th, because that's the minutes. These were sent out, what, a day and a half ago or so. Are there any additions or corrections? Well, that's on the agenda.
Okay, motion to accept the minutes? So moved. Any second? All in favor? Any opposed? Got that formality out of the way. Okay, Ryan Rich, if you would cover the treasurer's report, please.
Administrative account, $6,718.79. Gaming account, $5,778.97. Donations account, $5,095.56.
Okay, motion to accept?
So moved.
Any second? Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Okay, Little Club report.
Doug, or you went to the last, no, I
No,
did.
I
Sorry.
did.
You did.
Somebody went.
I thought you'd get around here sooner or later.
I went to one and you went to the next one. So
Right,
the
I
one
went to the
had,
last one.
right,
Yeah.
and the one I went to had about
There-
only 5 or 6 kids in it.
There must have been 12 to 15 there the other night. They're an energetic crowd.
Yeah.
And they decided to do candy grams to raise money for, I think, for the crop walk, Doug. Was she gonna, the money raised, I think, was gonna go to the crop walk.
Well, they blew us out of the water with the amount of money they raised.
Oh, did they
so-
really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they were working on that and, I thought she said they didn't have a meeting on the 21st.
Well, I told Doug that, cause he was supposed to go on the 21st, so
If you wanna,
I'll double check.
double check on
Yeah, I'll
that.
double check.
but other than that, just trying to get them herded up was all is. Cause they were running all over the place.
Yeah.
And Doug is going to go this Friday, again, because he's not going on the 21st. November is full, and we need 2 people for December.
Put me down for one of them. Okay, take a pick.
Probably the second, you wanna have the second,
Second of December?
yeah.
Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah. I won't remember it until I get home and put it on my calendar, but, okay.
So they're a little longer than there, I think they're planning on coming to the party on the 7th of December.
Okay. Alrighty, any other stuff here before we get to old business and updates? And moving right along to old business and updates. We did that suggestion challenge last time. We had 4 teams of people that came up with suggestions for speakers, for topics, and for little projects that we could do. The results of that are in your packet of handouts tonight. If anybody has other ideas that they'd like to add, feel free to do so. Just let me know.
Coincidentally, I'll just mention this right now, the Western Michigan University team came up with 4 speaker suggestions. They've all been booked.
Oh, all right.
How could that happen?
I don't know.
Gee. Okay, the committee sign-up sheet is on the back table again. If you're moved to sign up for something that you haven't done before, or you'd like to continue doing,
Especially the Christmas party.
especially the Christmas party, yes, we need people to organize that. Football update, Dave?
We have another one coming up Saturday. It was very, very windy last Saturday.
4 o'clock kick.
4 o'clock kickoff, that's right. Need to be at the stadium no later than 2, between 1:30 and 2 on Saturday. And then we're off until November 12th. And we do not have to stay late this game, but we will on the 12th. That'll be our last game to stay late. There's one more game after that. But we're doing all right. We're looking at about $2,000 right now. So,
Okay,
yeah.
appreciate your coordinating that.
Well,
What time's the game start Saturday?
4.
Why are we getting all afternoon games?
I'm
It's
not
better than
complaining.
7:30, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Complaining. Just wondering.
Okay, crop walk report, please.
There's a handout on your table with the results of the crop walk that happened on Sunday. We invited the other service organizations who were partners with us last year during Celebrate Community. A couple of them did contribute. The Leos really did well in terms of raising money. So to date, of course, we're still probably collecting some things. The Lions Club raised $163. The Leo Club raised $435 for a team total of $598. And then the Lions and Leos also were assisted by 2 of the community partners. The Optimist Club raised $100 and the Kiwanis Club raised $25. So in total, all the service clubs raised $723. This wasn't our Celebrate Community thing, of course. That was the thing we did with the Hair-a-thon and the Maggie's Wigs. But last year, when it was Celebrate Community, we raised $1,200. I think $723 is pretty good. So I was very glad with the results. And you see some pictures of there of our old Leo advisor and our new Leo advisor.
By the way, her name is Kathy, not Karen.
It's Kathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where, do you actually walk somewhere during the crop walk?
Oh, yeah.
Where does what is the?
To the neighborhoods. Yeah, we don't collect candy. That comes with it.
This year they did it from the Presbyterian Church.
Yes.
And the year before they did it
All Saints.
All Saints Church.
How far do they walk? How far?
There's a 1 mile route that you can take and a 3 mile.
How much total was raised, you know?
I saw her email. Their goal was 4,000. I think they exceeded that. So.
Okay, any other old business, any other updates? Moving on to new business. in looking at the calendar, I see that Christmas is not the same week as the second Wednesday of the month. Do people want to have a meeting or go with their usual tradition of not having 2 meetings in December? I don't have a preference one way or the other.
We're having a Christmas party on December 7th,
Yeah,
so that's the first Tuesday.
right, and we wouldn't have one the second.
The 21st.
Yeah, we'd have, it'd be before Christmas, but it's not the same week. If we did that, it would be just a fun little service project of some sort. I don't see people jumping up and down saying, let's do it. So, okay, I think that's off the table. Okay, any other new business items?
I just should let you know the dates of those other folks that are coming. Next meeting, we have our new police chief, Rigglesworth. We have on November 9th, a very interesting situation. Cindy learned this to me this last year. But MSU student is coming. Her name is Sumiya. She's from Bangladesh. She's blind, and she's a member of the Lions Club in Bangladesh.
Wow.
So she's going to come and talk to us on November 9th. January 25th is when we've got the new superintendent, Gary Kinzer, and then February 22nd, our district governor, Tracy Trimbley, will be here. I'm sure she'll talk about Bear Lake Camp.
I'm sure she will. Yeah, for those who haven't heard yet, Tracy Trimbley, our district governor this year, is the acting director of Bear Lake Camp. It's something that she's always been very fond of anyway, and has always put in a lot of volunteer time. And when this opportunity came up, she jumped at it, and of course she's in it wholeheartedly. I'd like to pass around a card that we received from Stan and Jenny. I will let you read it yourselves and think in terms of listening to her say this message, rather than me reading it to you. So if you'll just pass that around, please.
I think we ought to have an update, Jennifer.
He's not dead yet, I haven't killed him.
She does have it planned, however.
Hey, you're on.
In progress.
It looks right now like he may be going to, Bronson Hospital in Grand Rapids, or Battle Creek. It will be 4 to 6 weeks so far, probably a lot longer. The wound is very, very bad. He drives me crazy, but,
It was a short trip.
yeah, he's having a really rough time of it. I had called a bunch of friends to say, you know, you've known him forever. Take half hour out of your day, maybe 1 day a week or something, and just stop up and see him. But if he goes to Bronson, you're not gonna be able to do that. I was about the only one in Dave, and he gets bored from us. So, you know, a lot of people did stop up, and it's made a big difference in him. So, he's doing better.
He is at the hospital now, or where is he?
Yeah, no, he will not be home for a long time.
Okay, so he's at what hospital?
McLaren.
McLaren, okay.
9:13.
Yes.
And you don't have to spend a lot of time there. Half hour, 45 minutes is about enough. I mean, I was there for that long today and I said, well, I'll let you take a nap. And he said, I could use one. So he's not sleeping real well at night because they come in and turn it in and stuff. So he naps during the day.
He has to be turned, he cannot lay on that wound. That's what the big problem is. So,
Well, reassure him that Rich and Karen have been working on that poker room thing coming up in December. And I have a sign-up sheet back here, that kind of is a, to lead into that, but tell them that we're already signing up.
He said, tell them they gotta do it.
Oh, we got that.
Okay, thank you for that update, Johnny. Anything else that we need to cover? Any announcements, reminders, anything? Okay, then I guess it's time for 50-50.
What are you jumping for?
You just woke up.
Well, they're both mine.
Oh, this is made a mess.
You can pretend.
$15 to the lucky winner tonight. I'm not getting up. Getting older.
Last 3 digits. Last 3 digits is 938.
Oh,
938.
A lot earlier than that.
just give it to the club.
Oh, it's got an 8 then.
It has been donated back to the club by Karen for 938. Alrighty.
Okay, then Joker Talk.
Joker draw, over there.
Coming up, so this time, if you pull the jack this time, who's gonna draw? Oh, here we go. Here's somebody,
Impartial.
it doesn't have a ticket in there.
Impartial.
Okay.
I'll probably have to give it back to that.
So,
Just don't look
we
like-
are 484. 484.
What do you got?
Who's got
I got
484?
483.
Okay, then you get your dollar back.
What about your?
Not me, I got 485. Somewhere
Split
between,
right between us.
what you got, Wayne?
I got 477, so that ain't it either.
I have it.
Ah,
484.
Put my reader
I
on.
got 483.
all right.
484. Just give me
So
the
if you
dollar.
pull the Joker tonight, you are the proud winner of $33.50.
So we bought a banner.
That's what you're gonna do now.
Everyone's showing up at that meeting.
Yeah.
I win with one thing, if you win, then you have to.
So we got Joker.
Someone else went.
He's all excited.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
That'll fit in a penalty.
Trying to catch up.
This game, absolutely must pass.
Till the winnings get up to a
Plus
point.
points.
That's good to
Yeah.
get one Ohio State game.
Only one place it does, huh?
All right,
I move we adjourn.
second,
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? All righty, we're adjourned. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Always like to line any opposed, the door's over there. Speakers, you have speakers all lined up.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Good job, Liz.
That's an advantage to being small.
Here you go.
I have one right here.
Yeah. I think over one.
Lions Club. Membership application.
There you go.
Right?
Got it.
I'm thinking we should do something exotic like.
He has golf league on Wednesdays, you're gonna have to compete with that.
And they talk to them, I know that, I know.
And you guys are competing. You might have a fighting chance.
Tell your wife.
I think that the
That will be on the 8th.
A basket cruise?
The 11th of
My neighbor was keeping me up on Red Bush. They're probably 80.
Plus, there's, you can't get off, but we're still
we don't necessarily have.
I need at least to be able to get off. Hey, get off and live, how's that? I don't like a shark sleep. Yeah, see, then you're used to it, right?
And even now, building.
Tires on the bed, yeah, I know, but like, can you imagine being in those little rooms on the wall? Yeah, I would change the sign.
When we went there, it was, they had one giant.
Exhibition hall. Yeah, it's going in now. And they got another one built in Sweden,
Definitely, if nothing else, it incites a reaction. That's our.
I'll comment that level of grade.
Well, now we can buy this,
Well, that's too bad. Yeah.
you can see just south of Harrison.
First of all,
They're starting to do corporations buildings.
How you doing? Good, yourself? Pretty good. Hanging in there? Yeah. Good. Hanging in there.
Gordon, you take care.
If you hop along.
Doing all right. What's it doing? Glad Gordon could join us.
Three towns in between.
Oh, that's fun.
I saw Gordon out there.
I got into the crank, so make sure that you collaborate.
How'd you like that?
Oh, okay.
That's the one thing guys should do that, don't you?
Let's say hello to Julian for us.
Oh, no,
Well,
And don't let somebody that's from here to the wall shoot it. God, I don't know where the arrow went, but I never found it. It didn't go in the car.
I was gonna have to wait because you can't get in the car. Guys, get you guys know I'm I'm always the last to know anyway.
Cut it up for us.
Hey, if we can get one, we will.
Go ahead. Sunday, whatever, man. Monday, I'm good.
We've already.
Okay, see you in a couple.
We'll cut her up.
Yeah,
Do you want tomorrow?
maybe